Medical spas or med spas have just exploded across the country. It's the newest and biggest craze. Now, they've been around for a while, but not with the frequency and the excitement that we've seen in the last few years. It is a spa that offers spa-like services, but they are technically medical procedures. So not cosmetic, but cosmetic-like, and it requires a medical license to supervise, perform, own, etc. We're talking even IV bars, we're talking about Botox, any of those things the average person can't just pick up and start doing. Med spas are like any other medical practice where they're governed by the state's corporate practice of medicine laws. Who can own a med spa? It depends. Who can own a medical practice? And if you can own a medical practice or have some ownership in a medical practice in a given state, then you can own a med spa. And there are other considerations as well. Many med spas employ nurses or nurse practitioners, maybe even PAs, and the medical director does none of the actual injecting or other procedures. The medical director just supervises. So you have to be aware of supervision laws between doctors and subordinate staff. You also have to be clear about things like waste removal and employment agreements, who can own certain equipment, who can perform certain procedures. Some things can be performed only by a doctor, some by mid-levels, some by nurses, even some by PAs. So all of these considerations need to be factored out and legally analyzed before you start a med spa. One of the other considerations is good faith exams. Now, people have probably heard of good faith exams, and it's just a fancy word that means an initial patient evaluation. It doesn't matter what kind of medical practice you have. A patient comes in, you take medical history, you do a good faith examination, and then you're able to make some kind of diagnosis or some kind of treatment plan. Nurses are not allowed to do good faith exams and do a treatment plan or prescribe anything. And that's where a lot of places get into trouble, especially IV drip bars. You have only RNs doing everything. Even though they're supervised, quote unquote, by a doctor, they're not allowed by their license, by any law in any state, to do these good faith exams or to create treatment plans. So you'll want to make sure you have the right kind of licensee to oversee everything, to perform everything, and then also to own the actual med spa. But if it's done right and it's put together compliantly, these things can be very lucrative, and you can make not only great money, but have fun doing it.